Have you had your dose of horror yet? What's inside the new Horror Pack, the monthly horror DVD and horror Blu-ray subscription service? Now, allow me to elaborate from that. Even though I thought the intro was pretty clear, Horror Pack, yes, drops off at your doorstep. Correct. Either DVDs or Blu-rays in the genre of horror. I always have to make sure I add "or" at the end. It's not the genre of horror. No, it's not. But Horror Pack, if you are interested in getting the Horror Pack delivered to your doorstep as well, you can click the link down below in the video description. And it will take you on over to their website, and from there you can either decide to have either checked off DVDs to your door or Blu-rays checked off to your door. Or you could be that person that has both dropped off. And it's not that strange to think that there are some people out there that would probably be interested to subscribe to both DVD and Blu-ray, because there are, after all, DVDs that have not yet made the transition over to Blu-rays. I'm thinking one right now, Witchboard 3. I'm probably the only person wondering where Witchboard 3 as a Blu-ray, when that's ever going to come out. But in the meantime, we are going to be opening up this body bag of Blu-rays, because that's the format I choose. And we're going to check out which movies we got this month from Horror Pack. In order to do that, I'm going to have to reach off to the black hole. People have asked me how the black hole is doing. He's doing okay. He's still wearing his Halloween costume, which I find is a bit strange. I know we're kind of still early into November. We don't really want to be thinking about Christmas just yet. I keep asking myself, when should I start watching Christmas horror films? I think I probably have to wait about mid-November. It gets a little too weird if you start watching things way too early, like a full month early. When do you guys start watching your seasonal horror films? Is it the month of that season or that holiday, or do you start watching it before? Let me know down below in the comment section. I'm trailing off here. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and open up the newest offering from Horror Pack, and let's check out the titles they sent to my doorstep this time. I'm going to reach off and grab Old Red, and we're going to slice, not the tape necessarily, but we're going to slice the side of the bag. I'm going to open this up. And we're going to pull out one title at a time. We're going to look at it. We're going to digest it. And if you have seen the movie that we're talking about here, let me know down below in the comment section whether it was good, whether it was worth the watch, or if it's something I should discard or send to the black hole, who still is wearing his Halloween costume. Let's pull out the first title. See what we got here. Slide, slide, slide. We've got ourselves The Ghost of Goldfield, starring Kellen. I think that's Kellen Lutz. Oh, and Roddy Piper is in there as well. I miss Roddy Piper. Kellen Lutz outshines her performances from Twilight and Prom Night. Oh, she was in Prom Night as well? I would imagine it was probably the remake of Prom Night. What a terrible, terrible remake. Let's just say who the killer is right at the beginning of the movie, and then there's absolutely no surprise whatsoever. Kellen Lutz outshines her performance, once again mentioned. That was mentioned on the... Oh, it's got this guy in it as well. I think this guy was also in... Yes, the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. He was the kid that was sitting in that bar diner at the beginning of the movie. Kellen Lutz from Twilight, New Moon, and Prom Night. Roddy Piper, They Live, WWE wrestler. And Marnette Patterson, Nightmare on Elm Street 5. I don't think he was from... Unless I'm thinking of someone else. Isn't that the guy that was sitting inside the diner at the beginning of Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake? Apparently he was in Nightmare on Elm Street 5. It must be somebody else. And a very small read-up. 5 college students set out to document ghosts on video in haunted Goldfield, Nevada, never imagining what horrors await them in room 109. Interesting. It was released 2008, although right here it says 2006. Maybe this was re-released in 2008. 2008. I don't think anybody really says 2008. 2006, 2006. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Now I sound like Daniel Chalice from Halloween 3. Runtime, by the way, on this is 90 minutes. Seems interesting enough. Sure. Interesting looking cover too. Yeah, I'll give that a watch. That's the beauty thing of the Horror Pack is the fact that they deliver sometimes titles I've never even heard of. So it gives me a chance to watch a film that normally under any other circumstances I wouldn't have gone out of my way to try to track down, because I didn't even know the movie existed. Pulling out the next one seems to be a triple feature. So instead of actually having just 4 titles, we have a lot more than 4 titles. I guess we have 6. The first one is Scar, the unrated director's cut. The next one is Terror Trap. And the last one is Midnight Movie, the new face of horror. The individual read-ups. In Scar, Joan learns a local undertaker who mutilates and tortures teenage girls. Upon a return to the town, 16 years later, a copycat emerges, and all clues lead back to the mentally fragile Joan. That was released 2007, I'm guessing, up at the top here, and maybe then re-released again in 2011. And the runtime for that is 84 minutes. Terror Trap. Follow Dawn and Nancy, stranded travelers who must stay in a nearby motel waiting for their car to be repaired. That's usually how bad things then start happening. Their typical night turns horrific when they must fight to survive or be the next victims of the Terror Trap. That was released in 2009. I'm guessing this case was probably released in 2011 because I've noticed, well, actually that one's, never mind. This one's 2011, this one's 2011, this one's 2009. But this original release was 2009 and it runs for 94 minutes. So it's about 10 minutes more. Midnight Movie. In Midnight Movie, a midnight showing of an early 1970s horror movie turns to chaos when the killer from the movie emerges out of the film to attack those in the theater. That seems kind of intriguing. Again, the runtime for that is 84 minutes and it was released 2009. See what else we have in here. The next title that we're going to pull out, provided I can actually get it, is Why? Why? Why not? It's a horror pack limited edition Blu-ray, and it's, I think the CD is loose inside. Oh no. Oh, it stars Lance Henriksen. I recognize Lance Henriksen right there. It says writer Blake Sinclair picked the wrong weekend to get away. Isolated at a remote cabin, she soon finds herself in a fight for her life against a bloodthirsty maniac who has left multiple victims in his wake as he kills his way through the mountains of Northdale. It was released last year, and I think that's actually the girl as well from Walking Dead, I think. I'm looking at it. No, it's not. It's Natasha Henstridge. Okay, I was completely wrong. Shelby James, Michael Krause, and there, yeah, Lance Henriksen. 78 minutes. 78 minutes. That's easy to watch. That's a good pop in for the night if you don't know what you're going to be watching. You don't have to fully commit to a whole night of watching a movie. That's a good that's a good digestible amount of time, I think. And the last movie inside, pulling this out, is PG Psycho Goreman. I've heard about this one. It stars Matthew Ninneber and Adam Brooks. He came, he ate, he slayed. Okay. Fun-loving siblings, Mimi and Luke, accidentally resurrect a grumpy alien overlord who was in a million-year-long timeout for being extra naughty. They nickname the mischievous critter Psycho Goreman, or PG for short, and use a magical amulet they discover to make him their fantastic BFF. It isn't long before the PG's reappearance draws the attention of long-lost buddies from across the universe. Soon a surprise party is planned for PG, where they learn valuable lessons about life, love, and the true meaning of friendship. Sounds like it's probably going to be a bit more of a comedy than a full horror film. Special features include 3 commentary tracks, behind-the-scenes features, interviews, trailers, and more. Runtime for this, 83 minutes. Release date for this is 2020, I think. It says 2020 down at the bottom corner there. That seems like that might be an interesting watch. Have you seen this movie? Let me know down below. In fact, actually, you know what? Let me know if you've seen any of the titles that we got this time around, which again, we'll kind of go backtrack our steps. First one, or the last one we got was Psycho Goreman. Got a movie called Why? Why not? Got a triple feature, Scar the Unrated Director's Cut, Terror Trap, and Midnight Movie. And we started things off with Ghosts of Goldfield. Have you seen any of these flicks? Let me know down below in the comments section. If you guys would like to subscribe to the Horror Pack, you can click the link that's located just below this video. And while you're certainly down there as well, if you've enjoyed this video, do a solid and hit a like for this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new here. And turn on the bell notification so you get those friendly reminders of when new videos are going to be popping up. Lots more unbaggings and other videos coming your way. So, as always, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.